Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and we are back for another thought and analysis video with none other than Vanessa, aka NessieMau5.
Hey!
She spammed the living fuck out of me this morning.
E3! I love this time of year.
I personally don't care about E3 just because I don't have money to buy for games, so there's really no point in looking at games.
But still, this is Sun and Moon stuff, so...
Alright, the only thing that I cared about was Sun and Moon because I know I'm gonna have enough money for that.
Oh my god. So should we start with the first two Pokemon before we get on with the E3 stuff?
We're going in order. We're gonna go with Koala and then the Zygarde and then the
so two Pokemon got announced through Coral League. So.
Yeah, I have it up. So let me just read the description. The first images from Coral have leaked and have revealed two new Pokemon. As always, do not. Okay, let me just ignore that part. First up is Koala. I am probably butchering that name, but it is but it is called the half-awake Pokemon, which is a normal type with the ability to definite sleep, which prevents it from affected with a status other than sleep. Now, in my opinion, that is one of the most broken abilities in the game. Now, my whole thing about that is, like, with all the Pokemon they're showing, like, in my mind, like, they're first try Pokemon, so they're gonna be complete trash. So if they're gonna give a Pokemon like, for instance, Koala an ability like that, I'm hoping that it gets access to like Swords Dance or like Nasty Plot or whatever the case may be to actually make this thing a lot better, because it's gonna be just like Raticate, Barrel, and no one's ever gonna use them except for like lower tiers. So I'm hoping that when it actually evolves, it becomes like a monstrous Pokemon, kind of like Diggersby in a sense. But anyways, the next Pokemon, which is the dog, it's called Iwanko, is a rock type Pokemon, and its abilities are Keen Eye or Vital Spirit, and it's called the puppy Pokemon. Now, rock, everyone thought, why rock? That's just a weird...
Here's why, like, when I finally accepted it was a rock type, there's actual pieces of rock around its neck.
I mean, that's a given. I mean, it's a dog. They play in dirt.
Yeah, true, but oh my gosh, they actually like showed a little tiny peek of Iwanko when the first
everyone thought that was
a trailer.
Yeah, that was
everybody thought it was an Eevee evolution.
Yeah, a normal Eevee evolution, or I mean, most of them thought it was a normal evolution, or some of them thought it was a rock. But I mean, you got the typing right, but it wasn't an evolution.
Yeah.
But personally, like, out of the two, I think I like the Koala one the most, just because I've been asking for a Koala-based Pokemon for a while now. Now, as for, like, its typing, it is a normal type. Now, a lot of people were speculating that if it evolves, it'll either become part Ghost or part Psychic. Personally, I want it to be part Ghost, just because it'll be the first normal Ghost-type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just hope it doesn't suck.
Personally, I see it as more of a normal grass, because since koala, they're kind of normal, and then they usually eat off like bamboo leaves and bamboo bark and stuff like that, and it's just mainly plant eaters. So I feel like it has gonna have some type of grass element to it.
I mean, so does giraffes, and Giraffe's is not part grass. It gets sap sipper, but that's the only thing.
True, but you never know.
Yeah, and for the Iwanko, now these are probably the Japanese names, like, so.
Yeah,
so
they tend to change.
Yeah, so in due time they will change and we'll get the English names, but a rock type, I still don't think it should be rock type. Like, maybe if it evolved, maybe normal rock or something like that. I don't know.
I thought normal ground at first.
I think ground would have been better, but the one thing that I hate is its ability is Keen Eye or Vital Spirit. It's just gonna be like another Mightyena. It's going to be very frail. It's going to have shit abilities. Well, I wouldn't say Mightyena has shit abilities, considering that it gets Intimidate and Moxie, but why? I mean, I understand Keen Eye, but why Vital Spirit? I mean, something better would have been, like, better. Like, Intimidate or, like, Huge Power.
Yeah. Okay, and we finally get news about Zygarde.
Yeah, we did. Well, it's not really that much news. It's just that.
Well, yeah.
It's just that the 10% Zygarde form, the dog form, and its what is it? Its complete form. Yeah, its complete form is done. That shit. If you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, that shit looks like Obelisk the Tormentor.
Or Perfect Cell.
No, it's obvious the Tormentor, and nobody could tell me otherwise. It just has Cell from Dragon Ball Z's name implemented into the Pokemon. It is obvious the Tormentor. And it also introduces a couple new moves as well.
Yeah, 1,000 arrows and 1,000 waves for 10%, and then I forget the name for complete form, but I know it's incredible.
Yeah, it's playing right now. I don't know what it's called, but it's called Core Enforcer. So it's probably.
There we go. Yeah.
I feel like this thing's gonna have base 180 physical attack.
This thing's gonna be broken.
I mean, everyone thought Mega Rayquaza was broken, but in a sense, it's not really. I mean, other than like its ability stopping like ice type moves being super effective, or not that super effective, that makes sense. It just weakens the power, but other than that, like when it comes to competitive wise, like it's 100% form. I don't see it like being OP, but I can see it like doing a lot of work in competitive play, because maybe like VGC 2017 this thing will be legal. Same thing for 10%, because 10% because what it looks like to us is that 10% is going to be very strong. It's also going to be very speedy, and it's not, and these are not two separate Pokemon, if that makes sense, because the 10% form is kind of like an evolution mid-battle, because if you're looking at the trailer, it literally goes from like its 10% form to its 100% form. So those are also.
Yeah, because once it starts out with its 10% form, and once its HP goes to straight up red, it switches from 10% to complete.
See, I don't really like that, just because like looking at its 10% form looks very frail. So you're gonna have to run like maybe like a Focus Ash or something, or maybe it's one of its abilities is gonna be like, hey, it's gonna be like multi-scale or something like that. I don't know, but it's to me it's gonna be very frail.
So your thoughts about Magearna?
Oh, I don't have a picture for that. Everyone knew that was gonna be Steel Fairy. I mean, it was pretty much a given.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna be Steel Callion, but I'm more interested in her ultimate move.
I've been seeing a lot of like these new Pokemon getting like these ultimate moves. Like Zygarde got his Core Enforcer, Sun Galio got his Sun move. Lunala has that Moon move. So like all the legendaries are getting like these amazing like
signature move. Let's just call it that.
Well, yeah, but I mean they're gonna be like they look like Hyper Beam except for Sun Galio. It looks like Flame Charge mixed with Giga Impact.
Yeah.
But personally, I really just cared about its typing. To be completely honest, it's just like
it's like obviously it was gonna be Steel Fairy, which is kind of weird now. Like, it's weak to so many types now.
I mean, there are a lot of Pokemon who are weak to other typings, but it's like a I want to say a futuristic Diancie, but like it's kind of like that at the same time. So. Personally, when it comes to Magearna, I'm not really that hyped for it. I mean, like, hey, new Pokemon, but that's it.
Yeah.
Now.
I'm so excited.
Today's trailer, we got 3 new Pokemon, and personally, I'm not a fan of one of them.
Yungoos?
Yes. What the fuck happened to it?
Here's the thing. You know what? I was looking on Twitter too, right? Like right after the Sun and Moon stuff.
Yeah, the Donald Trump.
I saw a picture of Yungoos right next to Donald Trump's picture.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was like, hey.
Oh my god.
It's not that it's because it looks like Donald Trump. It's just that its face not pissing me off. It looks stupid. Like it looked like someone ripped off its lips, and it's like it's gonna attack you in like seconds.
Well, I'm looking at an image of a mongoose right now, and I like now the more I see it, the more I understand it, because mongooses are pretty vicious, anyways. So it makes kind of a little bit of sense, but I wish the detail for it was like a little bit more modified to where it's like not as weird and a little bit more Pokemon-ish. But yeah, you can't.
I don't like it at all. Oh, and apparently I had a video of Magearna. I forgot it was in the new trailer.
Oh wow.
I mean, its ability is Soul Heart. I mean, if your side partner dies, you gain like a special attack boost.
Yep.
But anyways, back to the Pokemon. And its ability is strong jaw. I mean, I obviously understand. So it's obviously probably going to get access to the elemental fangs, crunch, bites, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple other thing moves. But hey, there might be. I'm hoping they're introducing like a couple new thing moves or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Metal fang, make a steel fang move.
Yeah, right.
That would have been awesome. But I like once again, like all these Pokemon they're showing look like they're gonna be like Route 1 Pokemon, so you already know that they're probably gonna be really, really bad when it comes to competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
But the next one is that bug. I like the bug.
I want it. It's so tiny and so little, and I want it. I just do. Oh my gosh.
I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Grumbling or Grubbin.
Grubbin.
I said it was either a maggot or what's those bugs that eat wood?
Termites?
Yes.
But isn't Trapinch one?
I don't know. That's what it just looks like to me.
I know, but Grubbin looks more like a termite to me than Trapinch, so I think it would be more of a termite Pokemon.
But what do you think it's gonna evolve into? Because termites are just like worm things, aren't they?
They're like little ants. I feel like it's gonna turn into like this giant fly Pokemon or something.
I hope it's a fly Pokemon. We don't even have a fly-based Pokemon. Like that's a couple of Pokemon. I was gonna do a video, but I decided to scrap it. About hey, these are Pokemon. These are animals that we don't have Pokemon base around yet. And fly was like the bug fly thing was one of them I had on the list. And I'm hoping that it does turn into a fly because I mean it kind of looks like a maggot.
Yeah, and last but not least, Picky Peck.
I love that one. That's my favorite.
That's the actual bird that we saw in the.
Yeah, that was the bird they were working on digitally on the computer in the first trailer for Sun and Moon.
Yep, it's a normal flying, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's a normal flying Pokemon, just like Swallow and Staraptor. I know I forgot to mention Staraptor.
There's your Pidgey of the region.
Yeah, I mean obviously all like the beginning birds get Keen Eye, but the one thing that I don't get is that it gets access to Skill Link as its other ability. Now, my whole thing is it going to learn Rock Blast? It's going to learn Bullet Seed? It's going to learn Tail Slap? It's going to learn Double... I don't know if Double Hit hits more than twice, but... Like, my whole thing is that they're going to add more moves that hit 2 to 5 times. I mean, that would be cool.
Most likely, yeah.
Drill Peck would have been perfect for that.
And, okay, so now moving on. Old Pokemon are returning, as we saw.
Oh, that's a given. I mean, fucking 5th gen fucked up on that one.
Yeah. Also, another thing I saw. I was watching the when I finally caught up to the gameplay. Poplio learns a move of a certain type. He learns Disarming Voice, which is a fairy type. So there is a chance that Poplio will be a water fairy.
I mean, you can't just base off one move. I mean...
But you never know.
I know. It's going to be either Water Ice, Water Fairy, Water Psychic, Pure Water. I mean, it's going to be around that general area. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not far-fetched, but I'm just saying as of now, like... Yeah. I mean, you can't just really base it off one move. Like, if it got access to the more fairy-type moves, then I would probably say, yeah, it's going to be part fairy. But... Yep. I still think it's probably going to either part fairy or part ice. Either one would be perfect for me.
Yeah, but going back a sec. Speaking of Poplio, I found out the name of the man who gives you Poplio or any of the other 2 starters. His name is Hala, and he's apparently a tough trainer.
Hala. Yeah, you know more about the stuff than me, because I personally didn't give a shit about E3, so you probably saw more than me.
Oh no, E3 is like Christmas for me. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we get to see more about Lily and Kukui and Hala and Hao and everybody else. And we do see like this, like the very first rival battle. That's what they showed. And it's something about a festival named for a deity called Tapu Koko. So, and apparently they said that that's going to be a major key part for the story of Sun and Moon.
Speaking of battle, not the royal battle just yet, but if you look at the trailer, no, not that, but if you look at like the trailer for when they showed like Eevee and Magearna, and Krokorok, or Crocodile and Pangoro? Yeah. If you look, like the trainers are now in the battle scene.
Yeah, they're in there too.
Yeah, I hope it stays because that's one thing I really think it's cool.
As well, okay, I'm gonna move on in a sec here, but we during those battles, we do get to see the new interface of the bottom screen and the Pokedex.
Wait, we did.
Yeah, you get to see them, and the whole bottom screen is incredible. There's a whole new there's a hotkey now for your Pokemon that you just press the Y button in the bottom screen, and then bam comes out your like the list of your Pokemon that you have on you right now at the moment. And then here's a cool thing: you get to see like all the stats and status effects of your opposite of the opponent's Pokemon, and potentially their moves.
Yeah, that's gonna
And
change the whole metagame.
yeah, and here's another thing. In the list of your moves, in the bottom of the move, it tells you whether it's super effective or not very effective.
See, I hope there's gonna be an option where you could turn that off because it's gonna make competitive like play a lot more easier. And I think that's one of the things
I
that
think,
takes
yeah.
away from competitive plays. Like, it's supposed to be challenging, not supposed to be hella easy to the point where it's pretty much giving you like telling you what to do.
Well, when you think about it, you never know when it comes to competitive.
Well, I mean, competitive is competitive. I mean, either way, it's
Yeah.
gonna get changed at some point.
But yeah, I'm assuming that they might edit that part out of the competitive side whenever they do like official tournaments and stuff like that.
Or
Other
that,
than that, like I don't know. And I think they're bringing back a new feature for the Pokedex in the interface that Leaf Green and Fire Red had about the Pokedex, like how they organized the Pokedex this time. So whenever you catch a Pokemon in Fire Red, Leaf Green, they show like two other Pokemon next to the one you just caught. So and they show that again in Sun and Moon when you catch the Ladybug, and it's I'm assuming they brought that feature back because it looks so familiar to me. So that's part of the new interface too.
see, I don't know what you're talking about because like I just like scanned through the E3 trailer you sent me, but I'm not using it in this video just because it's too long. But so if you want to cover more, then that's fine. Go ahead.
No, that's cool.
Okay, but anyways, the last thing is the Battle Royale, which I think is gonna die instantly.
Nope.
Yes.
Being the one that like me and my friends would stay up until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning playing free for alls. This is something that a lot of us has been asking for years now. Oh my god, this thing is gonna be like my thing post game. And also, they did confirm character customization. Thank you. That's what I wanted.
Oh yeah, you can see it in the trailer when they're doing the Battle Royale. I still think it's gonna die. Like, no matter what anyone says, it's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
No, because it's better to just go on freaking Wi-Fi and just go double battle and just go free.
You know they
like
took that out, and then this is gonna be its standalone thing, right?
Wait, what?
There's not gonna be like the 4-player free-for-all thing. It's basically that, but on steroids now in this game. So it's still gonna be that.
You can't just go on double battle anymore?
No.
Like, why did they take that out?
I don't know, but like personally, I love this idea. I stick by this, and it's a great thing because now you can still bring 3 Pokemon with you into the fight, and so it's basically 4 people, 3 Pokemon each, and each Pokemon, once a Pokemon is down, is another round. So it's kind of complicated at the same time, but I'm assuming as further as you play along with it, the more understandable and easy and fun it'll be. And also at the same time it'll be challenging because you can't see the Pokemon's moves or what their type is, or I mean not type, but what their ability is and stuff like that, which I personally freaking love.
I still think it's gonna die within the month.
I know.
Yes. Maybe not for you, but it's gonna die within the month. No one's gonna want to play
if you
that.
have the right amount of friends to play with it. Oof. Yes.
I mean, I still think it's gonna die in like less than a month, just because, personally, like, I still think they're gonna have like double battles and stuff like that, where you can like do what like you could do in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and X and Y. I mean, we probably haven't seen it yet, and I'm hoping they bring back the thing to like Wonder Trade and go on like I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know what that thing is called, like the Poketch or whatever it was called in X and Y, where you can go on to like Battle, Wonder Trade, go on the GTS and stuff like that. I don't remember what it's
Yeah.
called, but I hope it comes back because that was one of the best features in the whole Sun and Moon and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire era.
Yep.
But is there anything else you want to elaborate? Because like you probably know more about like this trailer stuff than I do.
As far as I read, I was like, I'm trying to think back. I'm trying to like skim through the gameplay. It's just a brand new interface, new Pokemon, brand new Pokedex interface, brand new menu interface. It's just different AI characters now. This is, and oh my gosh, the graphics look incredible. I love how they did the whole tall grass feature now. It looks so good. The Pokemon feature, the Pokeball features, like the hidden Pokeballs, they look totally cool. Um, Other than that, I'm just curious on what they're gonna show. Probably next month. I'm hoping next month.
Personally, like next, like what's June? So after June, we'll have like what 5 months left.
Yeah.
So there's only going to be like 5 months left until the game comes out. So they're obviously going to have to like push out a lot of like stuff
They're
for the
gonna have to,
game.
yeah.
So what I'm thinking, and I'm still banking on more Mega Evolutions, because I
Or finally explained what the heck are those bracelets are.
probably different form of the Mega Evolution
Yeah, because
bracelets.
now that I remember this, the girl that was interviewing them, interviewing Masuda and the director for Sun and Moon, she asked them about what the bracelets are and what they mean, and they can't. And Masuda just clearly said, "Well, no, we can't say anything just yet." So they're planning on saying something within the next few weeks. I'm hoping.
It's probably going to be like one of those last minute things they're going to show like before like the game's release. I still hoping it's Mega Evolutions, but if it's Burst Evolutions, I won't. I mean, I wouldn't really care. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I'd be hyped as fuck because I like older evolution. I like older Pokemon getting like some different form. But other than that, I'm just hoping they show more Mega Evolutions or finally the Starters Evolution.
Yeah, that's what I thought also, because they were talking about the starters too and saying, oh, what else is of significance do the starters mean when they set up at the bracelets and stuff like that.
You know,
and they just did not want to say anything.
You know, if the Mega Evolutions are still here, they're probably going to do, this is going to be like the first, like, oh, the starters are also going to have a Mega Evolution as well.
Yeah, or I'm assuming it's like a new version of Mega Evolution, so like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, oh, they're... I'm just gonna compare it to like Super Saiyan Goku turning into Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That's it.
I no.
That's what else? The only way I can think of it is just like Mega Evolution, but on steroids.
You know, now that now that you said Dragon Ball, I'm gonna have to play like when they evolve into something. I'm gonna have Goku's like turning into like Super Saiyan 3 in the background. All you hear is screaming for 5 minutes.
For real?
Because that's legit all you ever hear in Dragon Ball.
Oh man, but yeah. Other than that, I just want these games. I just want these games now.
I just want to play competitive.
my
I want to start
gosh.
playing. I want to play more competitive right now, but I don't want to start playing a game that's gonna fucking change the metagame.
We don't know yet. We don't know how it's gonna be.
I mean, if you can see it, if you can see their moves and stuff like you were saying earlier, I mean, the whole game's gonna change.
Well, I'm assuming that's just for story mode, like for the story part. As for competitive, they might change that back to like the standard form, because knowing how people can be, and then just how people could tend to cheat and stuff like that.
I mean, the game's gonna have power save stuff like within the month, so.
Yeah, I know.
And you already know your boy's gonna use it.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we prolonged this video as long as we can. So I'm pretty sure we talked about everything that we could possibly talk about for these 2 trailers. So with all that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Vanessa's social media stuff will be in the description box down below. So with all that, this is White Boy for the win.
And SMS.
And we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.